So just because little kids dress up like ninjas and princesses and go around the neighborhood collecting free candy does not mean that they are Satanists or that they love and celebrate death. Now, I'm not a big fan of Halloween at all, but I'm so sick of Christians and religious people applying what they believe about a certain thing to what others believe about that same thing. See, there's many ex-witches, ex-Satanists that have come out and they speak against Halloween and just how bad it is. And you know what? I don't know the origins of Halloween. I don't care about the origins of Halloween. I don't need a lecture on Halloween and what it is because that's not what it is to me. It's something different. So if that's what it is to you, then that's your thing. That doesn't mean that that's what it means to me or anybody else. It's classic projection. This is how I feel about something, and if I do this, then it's wrong and I am participating in evil. So if you do it, it must mean the same thing to you. No, that's not true. Because we can go out and collect candy from people and not fall into Satanism and witchcraft. Okay? If dressing up and carving pumpkins and going to get free candy causes you to worship Satan or causes you to become a witch, then that's your problem. Okay, if you overcame witchcraft, and I don't know how anyone becomes a witch. I don't know the process, but okay. Or you overcame Satanism and became a Christian. Okay, that's great. You overcame that. We all know that Christians and religious people don't credit Jesus Christ with doing anything. They just put him here and then they have to make the decision to get there. So you deny that God is in control and you deny his sovereignty when you say that you overcame on your own and turned to Christ. But that's another matter. Just because you participated in the evil of Halloween and you know how satanic it is and that's what it means to you, and now you overcame it and you have this self-righteousness, so anyone who does anything that has any inkling to do with Halloween, you apply what you did to what they do. That's wrong. Your Satanism and your witchcraft is yours. That's your problem. My son can go across the street and get a Reese's from the 90-year-old lady and come back in, eat it, and be fine. He's not going to go upstairs and draw a pentagram on his floor or hail evil spirits. And if he does, then I guess the joke's on me, right? You allowed your son to go trick-or-treating. It's like having a beer. If you're an alcoholic, and I understand alcoholism, I had two cousins that have died young ages because they had drinking problems. And I know everything about it. It's a horrible, horrible thing. So they should not go out and have a beer. Yeah, because what going out and having a beer for them meant was that they were going to fall into alcoholism and it's going to cause serious problems. It actually led to their death. But does that mean that I or somebody else across town can't go out and have a beer? Just because they have a problem, does that mean everybody who has a beer is going to fall into that same problem of alcoholism? No. So just because you're a Satanist and you're a witch and you have all these problems doesn't mean someone who goes to get candy is going to fall into those same problems, or that Halloween even means any of that it means to you. Just because that's the standard definition, you know the origins and you worship demons, doesn't mean someone who goes trick or treating buys into that at all. Gosh, people want just the self righteousness of some people. Just, I mean, you're taking away kids' child. I mean, we're already losing our children's childhood. We live in a communist country, in case you haven't noticed. And now you want to preach on little kids that can't go out and get free candy. Wow. Enjoy it. But it goes down to every act of life. Enjoy things. Enjoy the things you do for what it means to you, not what others identify it to mean. You can go out and enjoy things, and then every act someone can have issue with it because it means something evil to them, but it doesn't mean evil to you. I mean, we live in a world where, and that's what communism is. They try to take everything you enjoy and they try to get you to worship Satan through it. Oh, you enjoy dancing. Oh, okay. How can we grab that and hold it away from you and then make you jump through our hoops and worship Satan in order to have your dance back? I mean, that's what's happening with this, with everything in this country and around the world. They try to take what you enjoy and turn it around and make it evil. And that's what religion does. I mean, it's a communist God that you worship if the same evil applied to a Satanist for Halloween is applied to someone who just likes carving pumpkins. It's a communist God that applies the same evil to every single human being. So the alcoholic having a beer is the same evil as a person who has an occasional beer and is fine. Religion does that, though. They say you're worshiping Satan or you're committing sin. In every instance, they can come up with a scenario with every instant, everything you enjoy, they can make it a sin. And Halloween is just an example. It's just a pet peeve of mine. I mean, I give gifts at Christmas. You give gifts to people you love because you love them. It doesn't mean that you believe all the pagan origins of Christmas or that a fat man coming down the chimney is God. You don't believe that. You just give gifts to those that you love. Doesn't mean you bow down to all the pagan origins. 1 Corinthians 10:23. All is allowed me, but not all is expedient. All is allowed me, but not all is edifying. All is allowed us. We live in freedom. Christ did what he did to free us, not to bring us under bondage. So everything is allowed us. Yes, not everything is expedient or edifying. So if going out trick-or-treating is going to cause you to go home and have a seance, go home and worship Satan, then yeah, it's probably not expedient for you to go out trick-or-treating. But that doesn't mean that others that are participating in that can't do it, or it's not allowed them. Because this, like I said, Halloween, I don't like it. But we don't, at least me and my kids who are going to go trick-or-treating this year, we don't celebrate death. We don't worship the origins of Halloween, whatever they are. We're just going to get some candy. And if you apply whatever you think or whatever the witch thinks or whatever the Christian thinks about Halloween to what we're doing, then it doesn't stop there. They can take whatever their experience is of anything and apply that experience to what we're doing when what we're doing has nothing to do with their experience. So stay in your lane. Don't let people tell you what to do based on what they believe something is. Do it based on what you believe something is, because all is allowed you. There is nothing that condemns you in Christ Jesus. So what's not expedient or edifying for them might not apply to you at all. Anyway, that was just something I had to get off my chest. I'm not even sure I'm going to post this on YouTube, but well, if I wasn't, why would I say that, right? If I'm not going to post it, why would I say it? Who are you people? Where am I?